The ultimate guide to visual health for men over 50. Reaching age 50 is a milestone of maturity, experience, and often the peak of a man's professional career. However, biologically, it is the moment when the body begins to demand payments for debts that didn't exist before. Regarding eyesight, many men make the mistake of thinking that losing vision is a normal part of aging. While there are natural changes, the speed and severity of that loss depend directly on habits we perform every day without realizing it. Below, we will analyze the 3 habits that are sabotaging your eyes and how you can reverse the damage. 1. The habit of invisible strain. Screen abuse in the dark and lack of blinking. This is probably the most widespread habit in the modern era. Many men, after a long day of work, retire to rest but maintain one last interaction with the world through their mobile phones or tablets, usually with the room lights off. Why it is destroying your vision. The human eye was not designed to stare at a direct light source for hours, but to see light reflected off objects. When you look at a screen in the dark, several processes occur that damage your visual system. A. The flashlight focus phenomenon. When you are in the dark, your pupil dilates, becomes larger, to let in more light. If you place a bright screen in front of you at that moment, you are allowing a massive amount of blue light to penetrate directly to the back of your eye, the retina, without any filter. In a 50-year-old man, retinal cells have already endured much stress and do not have the same recovery capacity as those of a 20-year-old. This accelerates the onset of macular degeneration, which is when the center of your vision becomes blurry or disappears. B. Concentration dryness. Did you know that when looking at a screen, you blink 60% less than normal? Blinking is the eye's windshield wiper. Every time you blink, you spread a layer of oil and water that protects the cornea. At age 50, the production of this natural oil decreases in men due to hormonal changes. By not blinking, the eye dries out, becomes inflamed, and vision becomes blurry, forcing you to strain your eyes even more, creating a vicious cycle of fatigue. C. Focus rigidity. The eye has an internal muscle called the ciliary muscle. Its job is to squeeze the lens so you can see up close. At 50, that lens is already stiffer, presbyopia. If you spend hours focusing at the same distance, your phone, that muscle cramps. It's as if you tried to hold a 20-pound weight with a bent arm for 3 hours. Eventually, your arm will hurt and you won't be able to straighten it. This is what you feel as eye heaviness at the end of the day. Action plan: digital re-education. To save your eyes from this habit, you don't need to stop using technology. You need to use it intelligently. The ambient light rule: never use your phone or tablet with the lights off. Always have a support lamp illuminating the room. This will keep your pupils smaller, acting as a natural shield. The 20-20-20 training. This is the gold standard in visual health. Every 20 minutes of screen time, look at an object about 20 feet, 6 meters away for 20 seconds. This releases the focus muscle and prevents it from seizing up. Conscious blinking. Place a sticky note on your monitor that says blink. Forcing yourself to do this will keep your cornea hydrated and prevent that sand in the eyes feeling upon waking. Increase size, not effort. If you struggle to read, don't bring the phone closer. Go into your settings and increase the font size. Straining your eyes doesn't train them, it only exhausts them. 2. The outdoorsman habit. Underestimating the sun on cloudy days or while driving. Many men associate sunglasses only with the beach or as a fashion accessory. However, solar damage is the #1 enemy of long-term visual clarity. Why it is destroying your vision. Damage from ultraviolet, UV radiation, is not felt in the moment unless it's a severe burn. It accumulates. Imagine your eye is a glass of water and sun rays are drops of ink. At first, it isn't noticeable, but after 50 years of receiving drops, the water is completely dark. A. The boiled egg effect in the lens. Inside your eye, There is a transparent lens called the crystalline lens. It is made of proteins. UV radiation from the sun slowly cooks these proteins, just as heat cooks an egg white, turning it white and opaque. This is what we know as cataracts. If you don't protect yourself, you will be undergoing cataract surgery much sooner than necessary. B. Eyelid cancer and pterygium. The skin around the eyes is the thinnest on the male body. Constant sun causes growths in the eye, pterygium, that can eventually cover the pupil. Additionally, skin cancer on the eyelids is very common in men over 50 who spent a lot of time driving or working outside without protection. C. Asphalt. Reflection. When you drive, the sun bounces off car hoods and the road. This bounced light is much more aggressive and enters directly through the bottom of your eye, damaging areas that are normally in the shade. Action plan. The total protection protocol. Not all dark glasses provide protection. Here is what you must do. Demand the UV 400 seal. When buying sunglasses, don't look at the brand. Look for total protection against UVA and UVB rays. Dark glasses without a filter are worse than wearing nothing because the darkness causes your pupil to open wide, letting all the unfiltered radiation in. Polarized glasses for driving. If you spend time in the car, polarized lenses are mandatory. They eliminate glare from the asphalt and water, allowing your eye to work in a relaxed state. You'll notice that after a long trip, you won't have the typical mental fatigue of fighting the brightness. Use a cap. It's not just for style. A cap with a brim blocks up to 50% of the radiation entering from above your glasses. It is the perfect combination for an active man. Don't trust the clouds. UV rays penetrate clouds. Even on gray days, if you're going to be outside for more than 30 minutes, wear your glasses. Your eyes will thank you when you're 70. 3. The neglectful eater habit. The diet suffocating your eyes. This is the hardest habit to identify because it happens in the kitchen, not the eye. Most men over 50 begin to have blood pressure issues or slightly high blood sugar. What they don't know is that the eye is the first place where these problems manifest. Why it is destroying your vision. Your eyes depend on the thinnest blood vessels in your entire body. If your blood is thick with sugar, or if your pressure is high, those vessels break or clog. A. Sugar, corrosion, excess refined carbohydrates, white bread, pasta, sodas, create sugar spikes that damage the walls of the retinal capillaries. It's like sending water mixed with sand through very fine pipes. Over time, the sand sands down and breaks the pipe. This causes internal microleaks that blur your vision. B. Lack of natural filters. There are two nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. They function as internal sunglasses. They deposit in the retina to filter out bad light. The body does not produce them. You must eat them. Most men over 50 do not consume enough green vegetables, leaving their retina naked against the light. C. The poison of tobacco and excess alcohol. Tobacco drastically reduces the amount of oxygen reaching the optic nerve. Smoking after 50 is the fastest way to accelerate blindness from macular degeneration. Meanwhile, excess alcohol dehydrates ocular tissues and depletes B-complex vitamins, essential for transmitting images to the brain. Action plan. The Eagle Vision Menu. Changing what you eat is the cheapest and most effective medicine for your eyes. The green plate. You must eat spinach, broccoli, or chard at least 3 times a week. These vegetables are loaded with pigments that protect your retina. If you don't like them, consider a high-quality lutein supplement. Consult your doctor first. Omega-3, the internal lubricant. Eat fatty fish, salmon, sardines, tuna, or take fish oil. Omega-3 helps your eyelid glands produce better quality oil, eliminating dry eye at its root. Cut the sugar. Keeping your glucose under control isn't just about avoiding diabetes. It's about preventing the blood vessels in your eyes from becoming brittle. Constant hydration. The vitreous humor, the gel that fills your eye, is mostly water. If you are dehydrated, that gel shrinks, and floaters, black dots floating in your vision, can appear. Drink water constantly, especially if you consume coffee or alcohol. Eye gym, exercises for visual elasticity. After 50, the problem isn't that the eye is weak, but that it is stiff. Imagine you stop stretching your legs for 10 years. Eventually, it would be hard to walk. The same happens with the muscles controlling focus and eye movement. The action plan: 5-minute exercises, no equipment. This protocol should be done seated, with a straight back and without moving your head. Only move your eyes. The clock exercise: peripheral flexibility. Imagine a giant clock in front of you. Move your gaze to 12, as high as possible, then to 6, as low as possible. Repeat 5 times. Then, move your eyes from 3 to 9, far right to far left. Finally, make slow circles clockwise. Why it works? This stretches the extraocular muscles, improving blood circulation throughout the eye socket. Dynamic focus changes, fighting presbyopia. Hold your thumb about 6 inches, 15 centimeters, from your face and focus on it. Then, look at an object 10 to 12 feet, 3 to 4 meters, away and focus on it. Alternate your gaze between your thumb and the distant object every 2 seconds for 1 minute. Why it works? This forces the ciliary muscle to contract and relax rhythmically. It is cardio for your focus. Palming or darkness bath. Rub your hands vigorously until they are warm. Cup them over your closed eyes without pressing on the eyeballs. Ensure no light enters. Breathe deeply for 2 minutes. Why it works? The heat and total darkness allow the photoreceptor cells in the retina to reset and visual pigments to regenerate without light interference. It is the equivalent of a power nap for your eyesight. Precision diet for the retina and lens. If you are over 50, your body no longer processes nutrients as efficiently as it did at 20. You need to bombard your eyes with the specific materials they use to defend against light and time. Lutein and zeaxanthin, found in spinach, kale, chard, corn, and egg yolks. Golden rule: these are fat-soluble. Always use extra virgin olive oil or avocado so your eye can actually absorb these pigments. Vitamin C and bioflavonoids, found in red peppers, citrus, strawberries, and kiwi. Men with high vitamin C levels have a 30% lower chance of developing severe cataracts. Zinc, the transporter, found in oysters, lean beef, pumpkin seeds, and peanuts. Bonus for men plus 150. Zinc is also vital for prostate health, making it a 2-for-1 mineral. Conclusion: you have spent 50 years seeing the world. Your eyes have processed millions of images, emotions, and tasks. Now is the time to return the favor. These 3 habits, misuse of screens, neglected sun exposure, and an inflammatory diet, are responsible for over 80% of non-genetic visual problems. The good news is that the eye has an amazing capacity for recovery if given the right conditions. It's not about making heroic changes in a single day, but about being consistent with these small protections.